fun if we did the Newlywed game. Now, it didn't really have to be wed. It could be people who were companions, who knew each other well. It could be two girlfriends or two guys who knew each other well. We asked for volunteers, and then we begged for volunteers. And then we pleaded for volunteers. And then Laura strong-armed for volunteers. So I would like to introduce to you the 4 couples that we've chosen for the Newlywed game. It's you know, G-rated because it's Sun City. So, and this is the early show, okay? The first couple I'd like to introduce is Janice and Don Field. They've been married 35 years. They met in the library, which was a bar. When I asked them who picked whom up, Jan said that he picked her up, but she walked back and forth in front of him a number of times so that he would do so. So I'd like to ask if you would come up and take the first set of seats. The second couple is Sheila and Jack Davidson for 55 years. And the way that they met is Sheila's best brought her boyfriend Jack to visit Sheila's house. And the rest is history, okay? The third couple that we're going to introduce is Jan and Ray Mintz. Jan and Ray Mintz have been married for 42 years. And because Jan is such a linguist, they met each other in a French class. And the last couple, and certainly not the least, this is a youth-oriented society. Let's give him a hand. And the fourth couple is Marlene and Kurt Fried. They've been married for 50 years. They met each other while they were working at 30 Rock. She was a receptionist, and he was a salesman. God knows what he was selling, but he got it. So I'd like to introduce, this is our panel of 4. As one of our wonderful Shalom Club does, there are fabulous prizes here. I just want you to know that they're very well worth competing for. So we're going to start. Now, the way that we're going to do that, just a little history. Who has watched the Newlywed game? Anybody have an idea of what year it started?
50s, 60s, 61.
1916 is not right. Okay. 1966. It was on with Bob Eubanks from 1966 to 1974. And it's had many different iterations. I don't know that they've done it in a retirement community before, but there are plenty of newlyweds or oldlyweds that we can speak to here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the ladies to get up and to leave. I'm going to ask you all to go to the no, well, I know that there's no comfortable seating in the bathroom, so if you would go to the Wall Street room. Do you know where the Wall Street room is? It's the library, the little library over there, so that we can ask the gentlemen their questions. Well, Laura's going to keep score. The first question that I'm going to ask is worth 5 points. All the men's questions are going to be worth 5 points each. There will be 4 questions. Okay? Okay. The first question is, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to fill in the blank. A perfect wife, Jack, is one who
is a perfect wife.
What? A perfect wife is one who
Is a perfect wife.
Okay, would you write that down on page 1, please, while I... No, not on here. Write it on the first piece of paper, yeah. Number 1. Okay, I'm going to ask you the same question, Don. A perfect wife is one who...
Obeys.
Now, this is very nice. I can't wait until later. Now, Ray is giving this much thought. Ray, a perfect wife is one who
Is on time.
A perfect wife is one who is on time. All right, this is a challenge, right? A perfect wife is one who...
Cooks.
What does that mean? Okay, you write it down. I'm going to start on question number 2. Okay? Hello? Hello. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Where did you and Janice share your very first kiss?
Barbizon Plaza Hotel, New York City.
In the lobby, right?
No, it was in the room.
All right, we're going to have to be very careful because I understand somebody in the back called Sled. Okay. Ray, where did you and Jan share your very first kiss?
Can you come back to me, Mom?
Would you really like me to come back to you? Oh. Boy, that must have been a real world shaker. All right. Okay. Where did you and your sweet Marlene share your first kiss?
In my room, and we broke the bed.
You know, I'm so nervous, my hands are sweating. Okay, Jack, it's your turn. Well, where did you and Sheila share your first kiss?
I'm still thinking. Honestly,
Truly.
I haven't got a clue.
Okay, you can write that down. I'm telling you, they're so impressive. They really are. Okay. Whose turn is it? Your turn, Ray.
In my car.
In front seat, back seat.
You didn't ask that. In the front seat.
Okay, all right.
Recline.
Recline. Okay. Number 3. All right. Oh, I have to start here. Which relative of hers would you least like to be stuck on a desert island with? Living or dead, he asked. You want to talk or what?
I'm thinking. What's going to hurt the most? Our Father.
Okay, it's your turn.
And Blanche.
Aunt Blanche. Okay. You would least like poor Aunt Blanche. She speaks so well of you, Kurt. All right. Which relative of hers would you least like to be stuck on a desert island with?
That's easy.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's got a bunch of them. I'm going to say a cousin, and by the name, I'm not going to give a name, just the first letter is D.
Oh, come on. We won't tell anybody.
No.
Come on, I promise.
No, because she is such a witch, she'll find out. The letter D.
The letter D, as in darling. All right. Okay. And for you?
You gotta repeat the question.
Oh, okay. I don't have it written down here, so you can't copy. Which relative of hers would you least like to be stuck with on a desert island?
Are there fish around this island where I could go fishing?
Piranhas.
It would have to be her sister-in-law, Mary Ann.
Mary Ann. Okay, let's write that down. Okay. And number 4. If you could make one thing of your wife's bigger and one thing smaller, which would it be, Kurt? Be careful, she's a friend. Okay, he needs me to go back. All right, Jack, your turn.
Oh, this is a tough one, I'm thinking. I'm not ready yet.
Well, Mr. Field, it's up to you.
I know the bigger, I don't know the small.
Tell me about the bigger.
Pocketbook.
Okay, good.
That doesn't mean a pocketbook, it means money. So bigger is pocketbook.
You can put money in parentheses.
Okay.
All right, now you have to think of something smaller. Come on.
She's perfect. I can't
You can write that down.
think. No, let me think.
All right. Ray?
I'd like to make bigger her list of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to make smaller her list of enemies.
This is a diplomat. Yeah. He's trying to make up for the father. It's not going to work.
I'd like her to be more bigger. She should, well, small, I'd like her to be less humble.
Less humble.
Less humble, yes. I'd like her to be more assertive.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, of course. As long as you can spell it.
More assertive, bigger, and less.
Just don't abbreviate assertive. You don't want big ass.
Did everybody hear what Jeff said? He said, just don't abbreviate it. You don't want it to be big S. Very good. Yeah, all right. Next time we'll get you.
How come he's not up here?
Look, you know, this is not a community of young people, and we don't have that much time to wait for you.
She's fine the way she is.
Write it down, you chicken. Okay, who's back there? Would whoever is back there who locked them in, ask them? Oh, I'm sorry, Jack.
I don't mind.
Thanks for your help, everybody. All right.
This is a little off the wall, but bigger, just her ability to cope a little bit easier. And smaller, her ability of not thinking negative thoughts.
Does anybody have a psychologist? Okay, that was good. All right, now, can we ask them to come in? Thank you. So, let's see how it goes. Just please make sure you sit down with the right man. Wow.
Aren't they supposed to give the answer first before you read the Bible?
Are they supposed to give the answer first? No. Griswold predicts. No. Okay. All right. The first question was, and this is for you, Sheila. A perfect wife is one who, I'd like you to fill in what you think that Jack said.
Says yes all the time.
It's a very, very philosophical thought. But, and what was your answer?
One that is a perfect wife.
All right, Janice, the perfect wife is one who...
A Stepford wife who obeys and makes trouble to
Obeys. That's what he said. You know what? Who asked for you? All right. How about you, Ray? A perfect wife, Jan, is one who doesn't nag. He said he wishes he thought of that. And your answer was?
Is on time.
Oh. All right. And Marlene, a perfect wife is one who is Marlene.
Good answer.
Wow. Cool. You know, Marlene, no, I think that you need to have a class for us for the next Shalom Club. Okay, next. Sheila.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes. Here you go. Good grief, I lost it.
That's good.
Where did you first share your first kiss? Where did you share your first kiss?
In front of the Roger Smith Hotel on Post Road in White Plains.
Wow.
Is that what you said?
Could you be any more specific?
He said he doesn't remember. No, you can't hit him with the microphone. They're expensive. Okay? Jan?
The Barbizon Plaza Hotel.
Okay, was that your answer? Very nice. Turn over that obeys. I don't like to see that. Jan?
I think it was in an elevator somewhere, maybe in your office building or something.
He asked, was that you? I would like to know who will be escorting the lovely Mrs. Mintz home.
Sit in my car.
Front seat or back seat? Don't look at him.
It was in the front seat, of course, of the elevator.
Very good, Jane. All right.
I think it was in his parents' apartment at 1645 Grand Avenue in the Bronx, in his room.
Oh, in my room. You know what? She looks so innocent. Who knew she was a hussy? We should do this one, right? Okay. Which relative of yours would you least like to be stuck on a desert island with? What is he going to say? Which one of your relatives would he dislike being stuck on a desert island with?
My poor dead mother.
And you said?
My Aunt Shirley.
Let's keep it going. D. It's the wrong family. No, he wanted somebody he could talk to, and your mother was dead. All right. Okay. Which relative would he least like to be stuck with on a desert island?
I think my mother. No.
Sister-in-law, Mary Ann, right?
She's not a real one.
Yes, she is.
All right, I'd like to take a vote. How many think sister-in-laws are real relatives? Raise your hand. Sorry, Janice. Okay. Jan?
This is a hard one. It could be my mother, or it could be my father. My mother lasted a lot longer, so my father.
And the answer was?
Your father.
Her father. Very nice. 5 points for the misses. Okay?
This is an easy one.
Yes.
Anne Blanche.
And he speaks, she speaks so well of him. Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Okay. So, we've done the first 3, and this is the last one to see if the men can match the women. All right? We asked Jack if he could make one thing of yours bigger and one smaller, which thing would it be?
He told me to forget about it, so I'm not doing it.
You can,
Is it on?
go ahead.
He told me to forget about it, so I better not answer.
No, you have to answer. We're not letting you go home.
Oh, bigger? My boobs. And smaller, my mouth.
Well, that is a good one, but what did you write?
Not even close. Bigger, I was hoping ability to cope a little bit easier. And smaller, the ability to think of negative thoughts a little bit easier.
That's parts of the body.
Okay, the question was, good grief, I lost the question. Okay, if you could make one thing of your wife's bigger and one smaller, which thing would it be? We're talking about anything he's thinking about.
A bigger bosom and smaller hips.
And you said?
Bigger pocketbook. And a smaller back pain.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's love. Okay. All right. If he could have one thing of yours that's bigger and one thing of yours that's smaller, Jan, which would it be?
Bigger, better knowledge of how to use machines and computers. And a smaller midsection.
And you said?
Bigger list of friends and a smaller list of enemies.
Who is taking the Lady Mints home? All right, and for you? What one thing would he like bigger?
I think he would say my mouth. By that, I mean I should be more assertive. And smaller? I can't think of anything.
Fine as is.
Fine as is. All right. Hands up if we should give them the 5 points for that. All right, they get the whole 5 points for that one. Very nice. All right, now I'm going to ask the gentleman to leave, please. Now it's your turn to suffer. Okay? The first questions, ladies, there are going to be 4 questions. The first 3 questions are going to be worth 10 points each. And the 4th question is going to be worth 25 points. In the event of a tie, I do have a tiebreaker. So we're going to start right now. Okay. What is the first thing your husband does before he goes to bed? What is, the last thing your husband does before he goes to bed?
He says, "Good night, ladies." And that is to our 2 dogs who sleep with us. And to me.
In what order, Sheila?
The dogs are closest to him. So they get it first.
Okay. All right. Janice?
Takes vitamins and his medicine. That's the last thing, right?
The last thing he does. Okay. All right. Jan, what is the last thing that your husband does before he goes to bed?
Turns off the computer.
Okay, thank you. Marlene?
Very busy. But he'll take his pills and drink his water.
Nobody takes out their teeth anymore. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. Okay. Number 2. Janice, what habit of yours drives your husband up the wall? loses everything. All right? Write it down and we'll see. Mrs. Mintz?
Asking him questions while he's on the computer.
Working on the computer or sitting on the computer?
Watching TV and working on the computer.
Okay. All right. Marlene?
That I don't do things right away. I procrastinate.
Oh, there's nothing like a procrastinator in the group. Hey? Are you still thinking?
I have the answer.
Will you share it with us?
Yeah, I buy too much jewelry.
Too much jewelry. I don't think that's annoying.
It's to him.
Let's take a vote, ladies. All right. All right. The next question is, where is the most unusual place you ever made love?
I'm going to ask those questions.
I lied. Speak to me as if I'm your physician.
Why am I first?
Well, would you like to trade somebody else's answer, Janet?
I think it was in the swimming pool at Club Med on our trial honeymoon.
I have nothing to say. Marlene?
I can't remember.
Another sterling moment.
I'll say in this 1960 Ford.
1960 Ford.
Yes.
Big car.
Yeah.
All right. No bucket seats. Okay. And you, my dear?
In the Valhalla Cemetery. The only one who bothered us was a local cop.
Was that because you were stoned? He got you dead to rights? I know, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Okay. What do you know, this is like, what do you... All right. On the bus going to Atlantic City. So if you do it up in an airplane and it's called the Mile High Club, what do you call it on a bus? Road trip. Okay. All right. And this is the 25-point question. All right? Oh, yes. What movie title describes your husband's current love life together? Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds? Oh, absolutely. Mission Impossible, Superman, Free, you should excuse me, Willie, or Gone in 60 Seconds. You're a goddess.
Superman.
Liar, liar, pants on. Would you like me to go over the movie titles? No, you remember them? And you've already made a determination?
Yes, I have.
And does it have anything to do with Gone or anything, or?
Mission Impossible.
Excuse me, will you please tell Jack that he better go home? Okay. Jen is taking a vacation here. Superman. Yeah, you know what? I've heard that. Oh! Okay. Now, I'm sorry to tell you that Jan has a blank sheet of paper in front of her, which does not bode well. So, Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds.
Can I plead the fifth?
We don't have a fifth. There are only 4 shows and movies.
Somebody's going to give me a ride home, right? Gone with the Wind.
Personally, madam, I don't give a damn. Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds.
What is free willing?
Is there any gentleman in the audience who would like to discuss this with Mrs. Mintz? Excuse me, just a moment. This was just a little technical talk.
As I said, he's always on the computer. Shalom, ritual committee, rabbi search.
Nobody cares.
Well,
Okay, so could we say Mission Impossible?
yeah, we can say that.
We might say that. But you know, it's strange because I've not found that the case. Okay, can we call the gentleman in? Mr. Fields, you have nothing to fear. Yet. Okay. The first question is, gentlemen, are you a gentleman? Yes, you are. What is the first thing that you do? Thank you very much. What? See, this is a Jewish crowd mostly. You could tell. Thank you. What is the last thing your husband does? What you do? Oh, hello? Hello? All right. What is the last thing you do before you go to bed?
What does every man do before he goes to bed? You pee.
And what your answer was?
Good night, ladies.
All of them. All right. And what is the last thing that you do before you go to bed?
turn on the television for the music station.
Such a romantic, yes?
No, I said takes pills and vitamins.
Takes pills and vitamins. And your medicine.
That's before I turn on the music.
Yeah, I don't want the two of you other fellas to relax. So, what's the last thing you do before you go to bed?
Say goodnight to the dog.
And you said, Jan,
What dog? Actually, I said turns off the computer.
all right, I'll leave you to discuss this while I go to the next couple. And I'd like to know your answer.
Crossword puzzle.
Marlene?
I said you take your pills and drink your water.
I do that, but I do the crossword puzzle.
I'll tell you, they're getting more and more romantic as they get older. Fabulous. All right, question number 2. What habit does Sheila have that drives you up the wall? Just one.
I'm thinking. Just one habit.
The worst.
It can't be 3 habits?
No. Not 4 out of 5, just one.
Interrupting me when I talk.
And Sheila, you said?
Buying too much jewelry.
Buying too much jewelry. What?
That was my second answer.
Oh, a likely story. All right, next.
Read the question.
Read the question.
No, it's out.
What habit does Janice have that drives you up the wall?
Just one.
Just one.
When we're gonna have a cleaning lady or more come to the house, she has to clean before they get there.
Doesn't everybody? And you said?
Loses everything.
Loses everything. Okay? All right, Ray. Just a moment, let me rest. Okay. All right.
By the way, it was a female dog. For what that's worth, but nothing. What happened? Being on the telephone.
That drives you up the wall
Oh, yeah,
when she's on the telephone.
right.
Okay, and Jan, you said?
My interrupting you while you're on the computer.
All right. The enthusiasm is just fabulous. All right? All right, it's up to you now.
A procrastination.
And spelling counts. Yes, very, very nice. Okay. Where is the most unusual place that you ever made love?
Most unusual. That's not. On the floor.
That's not what we heard. I would like you to say very slowly and look at his face when you tell him.
Valhalla Cemetery.
It wasn't him. this is the Davidsons. Wasn't him. All right. And where was the most unusual place you ever made love?
I remember this. It was on a bus trip to Atlantic City.
And they both got lucky. Jackpot. All right. Ray?
I'm still running through the list. In a pool at Club Med.
I'm aghast. All right. Are you thinking? No, not that time. No, not that time either. The most unusual place.
In my room.
In my room. With the mother and the father. And my parents know. 1964. Okay. And this is worth 25 points. Okay? Do we have anyone in contention?
I thought that one was 25.
No. No.
Okay.
All right, that one is still a 10-pointer. This is the last one, and it's for 25 points. Okay, I'd like the Securitas to be standing guard and waiting. What movie title describes your current love life together? Is it Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds?
Can't be cool.
I beg your pardon, can you take two of them? This is a man.
I can't use two of those?
No, you can't.
No, just one.
The first one.
Mission Impossible? Is that what you said? I don't know whether to laugh or cry. All right. Don, Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds?
That's a hard one.
That's what we heard.
Superman.
Superman. That's right. That's right. Where are you fishing tomorrow? Oh, they've only been married 35 years. A likely story. Okay? Mission Impossible, Superman, Free Willy, or Gone in 60 Seconds?
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh, you wish. And you wrote?
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Gets a little worrisome when Gone in 60 Seconds is the best choice. All right. Superman. Very nice. Okay. Now we've come to the end of our questions. Laura is tallying up the points. We have fabulous gifts for everyone. So can you tell us what the points, is anybody closest? Anybody tied? If they're tied, I have another question for the two people who were tied.
Very close, but it's not a tie.
Very close, but no cigar. Okay. Jan and Ray came in last. Wait a minute. Let me award them their prize. With 15 points. Okay? You get a bottle of bubbles because you blew it. Sheila and Jack with 25 points. Very nice. This is something sweet for a very sweet couple with thanks. Number 2, with 45 points, Janice and Donna. And something very sweet for you as well. And you. And to the couple who is willing to share and knows each other and lies. And their point count was 50. 1 point for every year that they were married. A gift certificate for yogurt. $20 yogurt. So I want to say thank you to everybody. It was a lovely evening. And I just want you to remember to think about it because you never know when you're going to be next.